Hello and welcome guys. My name is Ralph and today we're gonna do the functional programming in pre-code comps JavaScript algorithms and data structures. So I already answered one because I wasn't able to press the record button earlier. So let's start over. So I already answered this one. The answer for this one is get t and pass for t as the parameter for that function. So let's go to the next challenge. Understand functional programming terminology. Let's just go through the instructions. Prepare 27 cups of green tea and 13 cups of black tea. And store them in T for green tea FCC and T for black tea FCC variables respectively. Prepare 27. And then note that the get t function has been modified, so it now takes a function as the first argument. Get t. I set it on integer. Get t and 27. Prepare green tea 27 and get tea. Prepare black tea 13. So let's run the tests. Next is understand the hazards of using imperative code. So functional programming is a good habit. It keeps your code easy to manage and saves you from sneaky bugs. But before we get there, let's look at an imperative approach to programming to highlight where you may have issues. The imperative tense is used to give commands. Similarly, an imperative style in programming is one that gives a computer sets of statements to perform a task. Often the statements change the state of the program, like updating global variables. A classic example is a writing for loop that gives exact directions to iterate over the indices of an array. In contrast, functional programming is a form of declarative programming. You tell the computer what you want done by calling a method or function. And okay, examining the code in the editor. It's using a method that has side effects in the program, causing incorrect behavior. The final list of open tabs stored in final tabs. The tabs should be FB, Gitter, Reddit, uh, blah blah blah. But the list produced by the code is slightly different. Change window that prototype the tab close so that it removes the correct tab. Change window that prototype. Let's search for the tab close. Okay, I can control F here. Where is the window that tab close? Okay. Um, Okay, the answer is 1. Just change the index to 1. I mean the parameter for slice. Avoid mutations and side effects using functional programming. Fill in the code for incrementer so it returns the value of the global variable. Fixed value increased by 1. Fixed value increased by 1. Fixed value increased by 1. Return. Pass arguments to avoid external dependence in the function. Let's update the incrementer function to clearly declare its dependencies. Write the incrementer function so it takes an argument, arg, and then returns a result after increasing the value by 1. Okay. Write the incrementer function and then returns a result after incrementing the value by 1. Let's try to return this plus 1. Okay. Refactor global variables out of functions. Rewrite the code so the global array book list is not changed inside either function. The add function should add the given book name to the end of the array first to it and return a new array list. The remove function should remove the given book name from the array. Okay. Should add the given book name to the end of the array. How about temp const temp equals book list, and then let's try to rename these variables as well as the okay, let's just spread this, then spread this one too. Const. Let's add another temporary variable too, book list, and change this one to here and return this one. Oh my god. Book list should not change. Okay, but new book list should equal the hand. Book list. Okay. As you can see in the parameter, it is passing an array first before the actual book. So we should add the parameter, I mean the array. Let's check if there is a better way to do this. Okay, solution one. Okay, just like what I've done, but different variables, and he uses let instead of const. This one is, I think this one is a better approach. It returns a one-liner. So yeah, you can improve coding by looking into other one's codes. Keep on tracking. Okay, use the map method to extract data from array. The watch list array holds object with information on several movies. Use map on watch list to assign a new array of objects with only title and rating keys to the ratings variable. The code in the editor currently uses a for loop to do this. Okay, can we collapse this? The code in the editor core, you should replace the loop functionality with the map expression. So it's just pushing and it uses an I variable. So let's copy this one and remove the for loop, and then let's map it. Watch list the map. Let's use the I because it uses the I variable earlier, and then semicolon title of undefined. I think this one is the index, so let's create an underscore here. Let's run the tests, and that's it. Implement map on a prototype. Write your own array.prototype.mymap, which should behave exactly like array.prototype.map. You may use a for loop or the for each method. So I already have a prototype.mymap. Uh, okay, since this one is not an array function, we can use the this keyword because this one is not an arrow function, and this that for each. Okay, wait, this that for each um data will be callback and data. Let's try if with no. Let's try to push the new array, push callback, and then the data. Let's collapse this again and use the filter method to extract data from an array. The variable holds an array of objects with information on several movies. Use a combination of filter and map on watch list to assign a new array of objects with only title and rating keys. The new array should only include objects with IMDb ratings great. Sorry. IMDb ratings greater than or equal to 8. Note that the rating values are saved as strings in the object and you may convert them into numbers. Where is the IMDb rating? Okay. So filtered list equals watch list. Before we do the mapping, we should filter them out first. Filter queue and queue dot IMDb rating greater than or equal to 8. And since this isn't a let's try to console the length length 4. Let's parse this one. What? How many is the watch list? Console.log watch list. Watch list dot length. So we have 5 and we have so we have 4 movies that are greater than 8. But I'm not sure if this works. 8.3 greater than 9. Let's okay, let's just move on. I don't know that strings can be compared to integers, but let's retain this parser. And then let's return the title and rating only. So map, let's use the queue again and return the title, queue dot title and queue dot IMDb rating. So queue dot title and rating is queue dot IMDb rating. Okay, that's it. Next challenge is implement the filter method on a prototype. So the same as the other one, you can use this keyword again. Only change the blah 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 blah. So on this one, we're gonna use a for loop. So let's create a variable I equals 0 and I is greater than, is it recording? I plus plus, and then if callback this I is equal to true, let's push it to the this let's push the this I value to new array. Will that work? Okay. Return part of an array using the slice method. Using slice method in the slice array function to return part of the anim array given the provided begin slice and end slice, the function should return an array. The function should return an array. Part of the anim array. Input anim is this one, and So let's create a temporary variable and name that slice begins. Name that slice begin slice and slice. Return temp. Okay, we can shorten this and remove the temp. So let's run the test again. That will work. Remove elements from an array using slice instead of splice. So rewrite the function not mutating splice by using slice instead of splice. It should limit the provided cities array of a length of 3 and return a new array with only the first 3 items. Do not mutate the original array provided to the functions. By using slice instead of splice. Slice. Okay, not mutating. Should return what did she return? Chicago Delhi's. Okay, I'm a little bit confused on splice and slice. Banan, cons, plants. Well, just ABC. 8 dot slice 3, 2. So we're gonna use 0 and 3. Next, combine two arrays using the concat method. So original return original dot concat attach direct. Next, add elements to the end of an array using concat instead of push. Change not mutating push function so it uses concat to add new item to the end of original instead of push. So here we're gonna return the original and then the concat new item. Oh shit. Okay, what are we going to do here? Use the reduce method to analyze data. The variable watchlist holds an array of objects. Information of several movies is reduced to find the average IMDb rating of the movies directed by Christopher Nolan. So Christopher Nolan is a very good director. This one's from James Cameron. Okay, it's indicated. Okay, recall from prior challenge, filter and map over to pull what you need. Okay, so we're gonna filter out the watch list first. So let's create a temp and watch list that filter. Let's use the Q keyword and return directors. Get the director that is equal to Christopher Nolan. Okay, and then let's console the temp first. Length must be 4. Okay, that's right. Then let's use the reduce method and A, B, okay, sum plus user that age. Let's create a sum here also, sum and rating, and then sum plus rating parse int or rating. Console.log temp. sum. Allow me to console the sum. Okay, the sum is, as you see, is returning the whole value. And how about the rating? Uh, okay, sum is returning the first sum dot rating. Plus next dot rating. Image rating. Why 17.4? Is it correct? I don't think so. Yeah. Let's console the temp. What the? I think we're missing something here. So I think after filtering out, I should get the ratings first. So let's use map and q and parse in q.imdb rating. So we have these values. Next is, let's just bring this down to for better readability. Okay. And use the reduce function now. Sum rating and let's, okay, 37.4. Let's divide. Okay, how are we going to get the average? I think I'm gonna put this one in an array and then use this here. Okay, then divide it by array.length. And return R. Nope, return this one. Okay, finally. Use higher order functions map filter reduce to solve a complex problem. Oh my god. We have defined the function named square list. You need to complete the code for the square list function using any combination of map filter and reduce so that it returns a new array containing only the square of only positive integers. Decimal numbers are not integers. Okay, let's remove the decimals. How can we determine if something is decimal or not? How to detect decimal from whole numbers? Javascript. Check if a number has a decimal. Okay, we can use a modulus. Modulu. Okay, let's create a temporary variable again. Array.filter and q. And in q, we're gonna use a modulo operator. Where's that again? 1 equals 0. And console the temporary variable. What? Looks like this one is more simpler. Number is integer. Q. Number is integer. 3.2. Why is it returning a 4.8 here? Is this it? Ah, okay. And then is negative. Is negative accepted? No. So let's check if how to check if number is negative. Sorry, I don't memorize all the methods. How to check if negative. Mat.sign. Mat.sign. Let's check. Mat.sign. -1. Okay, so 1 is a positive symbol. So let's filter that out too. And mat.sign is equal to 1. So yeah, we already have the whole numbers, and then let's map this one. Map q, return q times q. So let's copy this and put it here, remove this one, run the tests, and we got it. Let's remove this tabs. Sort an array alphabetically using the sort method. Use the sort method in the alphabetical order function to sort the elements of R in alphabetical order. So return R that sort function a b equals return a minus b. Sorry, I just an educated guess. How about this one? So why are console.log console.log so let's just modify this one, not equal. Okay, let's just change the sign to greater. Global array. Use the sort method in the non-mutating sort function to sort the elements of an array in ascending order. The function should return a new array and not mutate the global array variable. Use the sort method in sort elements of an array in ascending order. Return r dot sort a b and then return a minus b. Okay. Split the string into an array using the split method. Use the split method inside. Okay, let's just split this one. I think it's a simple split. It returns tr dot split by space or by an empty string. Array of words. Hello world, I am. Let's try to console this one so we know what is being space is world I am. I think we're gonna use a regex here. I'm not sure about the regex. I'm not sure about the regex. Let's just. But if I'm gonna do this alone, I'm gonna use this one. Console.log str.split dash and then another split. Oops, sorry. Split dot join the split dot join and split it again with the space, and let's try. Okay, this one is pretty ugly because it's a chain of split, but I think regex will do this. Let's try to get a hint. I think it's just regex, like this one. Okay, I'm correct earlier. I just used a lowercase w. I just did it like that earlier, and we should use w. Okay, we're nearly done. Combine an array into a string using the join method. Use the join method. Sentencify. Do not use the replace method. May the force be with you. Return str.split, then join it as space. Okay, we got 3 correct answers. Is this one regex again? Console. May the force be with you. That join space. Join space. Apply functional programming to convert strings to URL slugs. Winter's coming. Return title dot to lowercase dot split, and then join it with a dash. All the door should return split. Winter is coming should return. Let's try to console this one. Okay. Sorry about that. I checked message. Winter is coming and console this one. Console.log. Okay, let's trim this one. I think it's a trim. Const let a equals nice a dot trim. Okay, let's trim this first before turning into lowercase. What? What did it return? Console.log. Winter is okay. Is this another regex? What is the regex for space? S? Let's get the hint. What is the regex expression for that? W again. S plus. Okay, S plus. I forgot my regex challenge earlier. Oops. Sorry, I closed the... Yep. Let's run this test. Go to the next challenge and use the every method. So this is pretty straightforward. I think use the every method to check positive. Function to check the function should return a boolean value. So let's return array that every, and then return what did we use earlier? Mat.sign q equals 1. So yeah, why is it 13%? What? Okay. For a moment I was shocked there. I thought my progress was lost. What about this one? Use the every method inside the check positive function to check the function. I think we're past this one. Use the sum method to check that any elements in an array meet a criteria. Use the sum method. Pretty much the same as the every number. I mean, mat.sign r equals 1. I mean q. I think this is the last challenge. Introduction to querying and partial application. Filling the body to add body of the add function, so it uses the querying to add parameters xyz. Querying is add 10 plus 10 plus 10. Okay, I'm not. Wait. Unqueried is x plus y. Queried is so. What are we going to do here? Can we change this line for once? Const add x y z x plus y plus z. Nice. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching and see you on the next lessons.